Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel Calculus and Mathematics Learning. In the previous video, we learned question number 2 related with the topic algebraic limit, related with exercise number 1.4, related with chapter number 1 function and limits, second year or FSC part 2 mathematics. In today's video, I will solve the question number 3 related with the topic infinity or undefined. So let's move toward question number 3. It tells that find limit of the following convergent sequences. So the first part is 5n divided by n plus 7. What is convergent sequence? The sequence of the fraction in which a given fraction is defined at infinity. Let's suppose this is a 5n divided by n plus 7. This is a fraction. So this fraction is a convergent sequence because it is defined at infinity. How? So let's move towards the solution. You will understand it easily. Here in convergent sequences, the variable will goes to infinity. Here the variable is n given, so limit here the variable we will take n. So n will approaches to infinity, and taking the given fraction 5n divided by n plus 7. Now after this limit n approaches to infinity, we are going to take common n from over here, from denominator and numerator. So from numerator, if we common n inside, we are left with 5. In the denominator, let's suppose I take common n from n plus 7. So by taking n common inside, we are left with 1. And here if we take out n common, we are left with 7 divided by n. Why 7 divided by n? Because 7 divided by n multiply n again gives us a value 7. And n multiply 1 again gives us n. And here 5 will multiply gives us again 5n. Now after this n is cancelled out with n, so we are left with limit n approaches to infinity. In numerator we are left with 5, and in denominator we are left with 1 plus 7 divided by n. Now applying limit, it becomes 5 divided by 1 plus 7 divided by n. N is infinity, so put infinity in place of n. So it becomes 5 divided by 1 plus. In the previous video, we learned that something divided by infinity gives us a value 0. So here the result will be 0. So it becomes 5 divided by 1 plus 0 gives us 1. And 5 divided by 1 gives us a result 5. So answer to the part A for the question number 3 is 5. Now move to part B of question number 3. It tells that 4 minus 7n divided by 8 plus n. Find the limit of this fraction at a convergent sequence. So move towards the solution. In convergent sequence, we take the variable approaches to infinity. So the variable over here is n, so it means that limit n will approaches to infinity. After this, we have a fraction given 4 minus 7n divided by 8 plus n. Now after this, we will take out n common. So in numerator, by taking n out common, here we are left with 4 divided by n, because n multiply n, it will cancel out with each other, we are again left with 4. Minus, here if we take out n common, we are just left with 7. Divided by taking out n common, so here we are left with 8 divided by n, and here by taking out n common, we are left with plus 1. After this, n is cancelled out with n, so limit n approaches to infinity, we are left with 4 divided by n minus 7 divided by 8 divided by n and plus 1. Now applying the limit, so by applying the limit, it will become 4 divided by n is infinity, so put infinity minus 7 divided by 8 divided by n. So 8 divided by n is replaced with infinity and plus 1. After this, something divided by infinity gives us a value 0. And here minus 7 divided by something divided by infinity gives us 0 and plus 1. So in numerator we are left with 7, in denominator we are left with 1, so the whole result is minus 7. Now move to the last part of today's lecture, and the last part of question number 3. It tells that 8n minus 500 square root n divided by 2n plus 800 square root n. When the limit a variable approaches to infinity, this type of question can be solved in a single step through the trick. But this is the question, so in question we will solve it step by step. And for MCQs, we have not a maximum time. That's why in MCQs we can solve this type of question related with convergent sequence in a few minutes, in a few seconds. So that's why I'm going to solve it step by step and also through the trick. First I'm going to solve it through the step by step. Here we will take out n common, limit n approaches to infinity. So by taking out n approaches, taking n common in numerator, we are left over here with 8 and minus of 500 divided by square root n. Why I take over square root n? Because here the power of n is 1 and here the power of n is 1 over 2. So by moving to the numerator it becomes n power minus 1 over 2 and here n power is 1. Here n power is 1 and by moving it to the numerator its power will be minus 1 over 2. It gives us 1 over 2, so it means that we again left with square root n. Apply the same logic in denominator, take out n common. So we are left with inside with 2 and here with plus 800 divided by square root n. After this cancelling n with n, we are left with limit n approaches to infinity 8 minus 500 divided by square root n divided by 2 plus 800 divided by square root n. Now applying the limit, it becomes 8 minus 500 divided by square root n is infinity. So it becomes infinity and 2 plus 800 divided by infinity. So it becomes 8 minus 500 something divided by infinity gives us 0, and here 2 and plus something divided by infinity gives us 0. So the result will be 4. This is a step-by-step method. How can we solve this type of question through the trick? We can solve this type of question through a very single trick. In numerator, in denominator, first we are going to see and look that the highest degree of the variable is what. So here the highest degree of the variable n is 1 and here the highest degree is 1 over 2. So the highest degree is 1, not 1 over 2. That's why we will divide the coefficient of a variable if the power of the variable in denominator and numerator is the same. Here the highest power of variable is 1 and here highest power of variable is 1. We will divide its coefficient by each other. So here the coefficient of n is 8 and here the coefficient of n is 2. So divide them by each other, we again take the result 4. So this is through the trick method. So with this question I finish my lecture. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel and also hit the bell icon to receive the upcoming notification about second year mathematics. Thank you.